Before we jump into today's report, make sure you watch until the end because every move in this storyline connects, and the final detail completely changes the outlook of the Rams' future.
The Los Angeles Rams are making noise again, and this time it's big, bold, and potentially franchise-shifting. A major trade has been finalized. Davante Adams is reportedly eyeing Los Angeles as his preferred destination if he becomes available. Cooper Kupp's future is suddenly in doubt, and this front office looks like it's preparing for a dramatic roster transformation heading into next season.
Let's get into it. The energy around the Rams facility is buzzing after news dropped about a blockbuster trade that signals one thing loud and clear: this team is all in again. The Rams have never been shy about taking aggressive swings, and this latest move follows the same pattern: give up draft picks, acquire proven star talent, and win right now.
According to reports circulating in league circles, Los Angeles just secured a major defensive cornerstone to complement Aaron Donald's absence and reshape the identity of their defensive unit. This is more than just filling a roster hole. It's a statement that the Rams are reloading, not rebuilding.
And whenever the Rams execute a trade like this, you can feel the shift. Matthew Stafford looks revitalized. Sean McVay suddenly has new possibilities on both sides of the ball. The locker room gets that spark, the "we're doing this again" feeling that carried them to a Super Bowl. But what really has the NFL world talking is what this move could mean for the offense, specifically the wide receiver room, because the Davante Adams rumors are heating up. And not just the casual off-season type rumors. These feel intentional.
Word is, Adams is very open to the idea of joining the Rams if he's able to find a way out of Las Vegas. He has strong admiration for Sean McVay's offense, loves the idea of playing with a veteran quarterback like Stafford, and sees Los Angeles as a contender that fits his desire to win now. And let's be honest, Adams in horns would be terrifying for defenses.
But here's where things get even more intriguing. The Rams showing interest in a superstar receiver naturally raises one massive question. What does this mean for Cooper Kupp? For the first time since he became the face of the Rams offense, Kupp's future in Los Angeles is no longer guaranteed. Injuries over the past 2 seasons have taken a toll. His contract is significant, and the emergence of Puka Nacua, who has taken over the WR1 role with a combination of youth, durability, and explosive production, complicates things even more.
When you step back and look at the bigger picture, it suddenly makes sense why rumors are circulating that Cooper Kupp could be on his way out as early as next offseason. It's not personal, it's logistics. Between salary cap considerations, roster balance, future planning, and the possibility of acquiring Davante Adams, the Rams might be preparing to make one of the toughest decisions of the McVay era.
And here's the hard truth. If the Rams land Adams, it almost certainly signals the end of Kupp's tenure. You can't justify 2 massive veteran contracts in the same receiver room while also needing flexibility for defense, depth, and Stafford's protection. It becomes a choice. Davante Adams paired with Puka Nacua. Now, let's talk about the trade again, because its impact trickles down to every storyline. This deal wasn't just about filling a position. It was about sending a message to the league and to the players in the locker room. It was about showing Matthew Stafford that the franchise is still committed to maximizing his window. It was about proving that the Rams aren't content with simply being competitive. They want to be dangerous. And another layer to all this, the Rams front office has been unusually active behind the scenes. League insiders have noted that Los Angeles has been calling multiple teams inquiring about high-level offensive and defensive pieces. When a front office behaves like that, it usually means a bigger plan is unfolding, a multi-step sequence, not a single isolated move. That's why the Davante Adams smoke is getting louder. That's why Cooper Kupp trade conversations are becoming more realistic. That's why this new defensive acquisition might just be the beginning of a string of bold decisions. The Rams want to build a roster that can dominate both now and in the near future. Stafford is playing some of his sharpest football in years. Puka Nacua is blossoming into one of the best young receivers in the league. Kyren Williams is becoming an offensive cornerstone. The pieces are there. They just need the final stars to align. Imagine an offense with Adams and Nacua on the outside, Williams in the backfield, and Stafford orchestrating it all.
Imagine a defense with fresh playmakers added to a young core hungry to make its mark post-Donald era. It feels like the beginning of another all-in championship window.
And if Cooper Kupp ends up being moved next offseason, it will be emotional. He's one of the most beloved players in Rams history, a Super Bowl MVP, a record-setting receiver, and a leader who has defined an era of Rams football. But the NFL is a business, and sometimes the hardest decisions are the ones that keep teams competitive. The Rams are preparing for something big, bigger than just one trade, bigger than one signing, and bigger than one off-season storyline. This feels like the start of a major transformation, and if the front office executes it correctly, the Rams could very well be back in the championship conversation sooner than anyone expected.
If you enjoyed this breakdown, make sure you hit like, subscribe, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Who do you want the Rams to prioritize? Davante Adams, Cooper Kupp, or more defensive help? Until next time, stay tuned, stay informed, and as always, horns up.